Let's write a function. Type function. Name it my function. Notice in JavaScript there is a rule for variable and functions names. The first character must be a letter. Open and close parenthesis. Type brackets. Press Enter. Remember, a JavaScript function starts with the function keyword, followed by the name you choose, followed by parentheses. The code we write is placed inside curly brackets. Let's see an example. Write inside brackets the canvas properties we created in previous lesson and change the values as shown. We see that nothing happens. The reason is that the code inside the function will not execute until we call the function's name. Let's call my function. Remember to open and close parentheses. Now the code inside the function has been executed and the size of our canvas has been changed. You can change the values inside the function to see the results. Let's see what we have done so far. In the first line of code, we search and find our canvas element inside the HTML file and store it inside a variable. In the next two lines, we change the dimensions of the canvas. Then we create a method that gives us all the tools we need for drawing. After we create a function with code inside that changes again the canvas dimensions. The code inside the function doesn't run. JavaScript stores it in memory and continues reading the line codes. Finally, we call our function. The code inside has been executed and the dimensions of the canvas change again. Are you bored? Or you want to continue? Okay, the previous example was a little boring. Let's make it more interesting. Select and erase the function that previously we have create. Now let's create a new variable that stores a new empty image from scratch. To do that, we use the image constructor. The image constructor creates a new empty image. Var. Let's give the name background. Equals to new image. So, we create a new variable with the name background. We store inside our variable a new empty image. To do that, we call the image constructor, placing in front the new keyword to create a new empty image. Now to fill our empty image, we need to find one. We can do this by using the source property. Write our background variable. Place a dot, and write the source property. Equals to. Open quotation marks, and write background, dot, png. For the source image, we use the image that you have downloaded in previous lesson. Now we use the drawCanvas variable, that uses the getContext method, giving us all the tools we need for drawing. All these we have been mentioned it in previous lesson. Type dot, draw image, open and close parentheses. Draw image, is a method that draws an image. Inside parenthesis, write the background variable, where our image is stored. Now we will add two more properties. There are the location of the image inside the canvas. Canvas is composed of little square dots, called pixels. Each dot in horizontal line have numbers. The same refers to vertical axis. If we want to place an image into canvas, we must set the coordinates by the pixel numbers. For example, if we want to place our image to that position, we will write 3, 2. If we want to position the image on the top left corner, we will write 0, 0. To position the background image on the top left corner, write 0, 0. So, we use the getContext method, to allow us to use two-dimensional graphics. We do that by calling the drawCanvas variable, that we have created earlier. Then we use the drawImage method, to draw our background image into the canvas. The drawImage method have three parameters. The first is the image, and the other two, the position of the image onto the canvas. But as you can see, our image doesn't appear. The reason is very simple. Let's explain why. In JavaScript, images are not loaded immediately. Instead, they are loaded when ready. During the time they take to load, JavaScript continues executing any code that follows. So let me explain to you. JavaScript is executed from top to bottom, the lines of the code. In this line, create a new, empty image. In the next line, sets the image we want. But it needs a little time to load. But JavaScript continues executing the code, before finishing loading the image. This means code is executed with an empty image, and therefore will display nothing. But we can fix that, using the onload event. The onload event is something, when the image is loaded. So we type the background variable, that stores our image. We place a dot, and write the onload event. This event will check when the image is loaded, and then it will call a function. Inside the curly brackets of the function, we place the drawImage method. Don't forget, to write code inside a function, you must open and close curly brackets. And we successfully draw our image to the canvas, when it has been loaded. You can change, if you want the values of the image coordinates, to see what will happen. it.